Hello from Colorado Springs.
I'm sharing a complete one-day travel guide to some of the best things to do, eat, and see in Colorado Springs. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jeannie. I live in Colorado and share a ton of Colorado outdoor adventures and travel guides on my channel. So consider subscribing so you don't miss out.
So we are spending one full day here in Colorado Springs, seeing all the most popular sites you can see in one day here. Now before we get started, just to give you an idea of the vicinity of mostly where we're going to be hanging today is Manitou Springs, which is where a lot of the attractions are here in Colorado Springs. I get a lot of DMs on my Instagram if I have information about Colorado Springs or if I've ever been to Colorado Springs. And yes, I have been here, but it was 7 years ago since we've been down here, and so it has been time to get back. So we're repeating things we have done before and seeing new things we've never done. So stay tuned and let's get started on our day here in Colorado Springs. So we're starting here at Mesa Overlook. This is an overlook area of Garden of the Gods, which is the first stop here on our day. But before we get too deep at Garden of the Gods, we gotta go get some coffee. So just right next to Garden of the Gods is Old Colorado City. And that is where we are right now. It's a charming little downtown area. And we're gonna grab some coffee at Jive's Coffee Lounge.
Jive's is a unique coffee shop that combines music and coffee. They built their entire lobby area around a music stage, and several of the musicians work as baristas at the coffee shop.
All right, Jive's is so cute inside. So I got an iced vanilla latte and Vince got a berry smoothie.
It's good.
They're delish. Perfect way to start the day.
And this is where you can also find the Greetings from Colorado Springs mural.
It's located on West Side Tattoo, the side of the building. So definitely check it out. Welcome to Colorado Springs, everyone. We are here at Garden of the Gods. It's good to be back. Been a while. So we're not doing any major hikes here, but there are so many different hikes you can do here at the park. We are doing the main central garden loop area that kind of brings you around to all the really big scenic sites here. It's a great trail if you're coming here to just visit and kind of see the sites.
Garden of Gods holds unique 300-foot sandstone rock formations, and the exciting thing about Garden of the Gods is that it's free to visit. But since it's free and it's one of the most popular attractions in Colorado Springs, it gets busy very fast and parking can become limited. So I highly recommend coming early in the morning. But if that is not an option, they do offer a free public shuttle system, so definitely go check out their website for more information.
It's our first rattlesnake.
Careful. Rattlesnake.
Well, there you go, you guys. There was signs when we entered that there are rattlesnakes, and we just saw one. My first rattlesnake here in Colorado. It wasn't rattling though. We could see the rattler.
It was a happy rattlesnake.
So it was a happy rattlesnake. We weren't intruding on his little morning. We are at our next stop. We are climbing to the top of the second highest paved road in Colorado, which is Pikes Peak. Now, Pikes Peak has become very, very popular. They have had to implement a timed entry system. To get a timed entry permit, it is $2. You can reserve them right online, and you can also pre-purchase your tickets because you have to pay in order to drive the road. It was $15 per person. We just paid at the gate upon entry here, so either way, but you do have to pre-purchase your timed entry in advance. So just a heads up on that. Last time we climbed Pikes Peak, I remembered I was scared out of my mind, so I can't wait to relive today and see how I feel after climbing Pikes Peak. Let's get started.
Not only is Pikes Peak the second highest paved road in Colorado, it's also the second highest paved road in the USA. Driving Pikes Peak is a 19-mile road that climbs 7,400 feet of elevation and brings you to the summit at 14,115 feet. Some may find this drive fun, and some might find it a bit scary.
Almost to the summit, and I can confirm it is not as scary as I thought it was last time we did this. I have drove much scarier roads, and this is not scary.
If you are not comfortable driving, you can take a fun guided Jeep tour where someone else drives, or you can take the Cog Railway all the way to the top. I'll leave the links in the description if you want more information.
We made it to the top of Pikes Peak, and it's cold up here and windy, so make sure you bring long sleeves so when you come up here, because it's chilly. As you can see, there's still snow up here, and it is the middle of June. And because you're up over 14,000 feet, the air is thin. It's harder to breathe. We've hiked a 14er here in Colorado, and you can definitely feel it when you get up here. It's a lot harder up at 14,000 feet, so just take it slow pace. So we're gonna head into the visitor center here because they have a little cafe and they make homemade donuts here, and we're all about the donuts. So we're gonna go get some donuts on the top of Pikes Peak. All right, here's our donuts, the little sugar donuts. I got some hot chocolate, and then Vince got a pretzel. Once you get down past the summit a ways, you gotta get your brakes checked. So that's what we're doing.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
240 is okay. Gets a little
240?
steeper now.
Perfect, thank you.
Right, we are at our next stop here, and we're so excited to be here because we've been to Mesa Verde National Park here in Colorado, and it was one of the coolest national parks we've ever been to because it has cliff dwellings. Here in Manitou Springs, they have cliff dwellings as well.
Manitou cliff dwellings are ancestral pebble ruins that date back to 1,000 years old. The dwellings have been relocated to Colorado Springs from the McElmo Canyon near Mesa Verde National Park. Tickets are $12 per adult, and you can go inside the dwellings and feel what it was like to live as an ancient cliff dweller.
And that's a wrap here at the cliff dwellings. So really cool experience. It's not a Mesa Verde National Park, so still highly recommend you go there if you're able. But if you're not going to that area of Colorado, because it's like the other side of Colorado, this is a great like substitute of that. Cliff dwellings are just the neatest thing. So highly recommend if you're in the area. All right, we are at our next stop for the day. We are at Seven Falls. And it's a series of 7 falls in one waterfall. So just a heads up, because we did not know this when we got here. We got to the entrance of 7 falls, and you can't park up here. You have to park 15 minutes away, and they have shuttles that bring you up here. So just a heads up, look for 7 falls parking on Google Maps, and that's where you're supposed to go in order to park and shuttle up and shuttle back. Now you know, because we didn't know. So once you get dropped off by the shuttle, you have about a 0.8 mile walk up to the falls. It looks like this. This is your walk. It's really pretty. Or you can purchase the tram, which is $2. They do recommend to have that available for elderly or people with disabilities.
Tickets for the waterfall are $17 per person, and that does include the parking shuttle. Once you arrive to the falls, you can only see the bottom 2 falls. So in order to take in the entire waterfall, they have an elevator you can take to the scenic viewing platform to get the full effect of the majestic 7 falls. And if you're up for it, you can climb 224 steps along the waterfall all the way to the top. Once you're at the top of the waterfall, you'll get views of the canyon and river.
We're at the top of 7 falls. Woo! All done with 7 falls. Really pretty waterfall. So for the best view of the falls, definitely go take the elevator up to the viewing platform, and then you get like all 7 falls. So you take the stairs up, be ready for a workout. 224 stairs, so work your legs a little. So we just got back to the parking lot, and just a heads up, that whole process to get back to our vehicle from 7 Falls to take the shuttles was 45 minutes.
They need some work.
That needs a little tweaking because that took a long time. So we're wrapping up our day here in Colorado Springs, and before we go, we of course have to have dinner, and we are having dinner in an airplane tonight. Yes, you heard that correctly. We are at the Airplane Restaurant, and we're eating inside of a plane.
The Airplane Restaurant has a standard restaurant area full of aviation memorabilia and a separate seating area where you can eat in a fully intact Boeing KC-97 tanker plane. Even all the waiters are dressed in flight attendant uniforms.
We're in an airplane for dinner.
Nice.
This is crazy. This will be the best meal I've probably ever had in an airplane.
Once you have seated and ordered, you are free to go and explore the cockpit and sit in the front seats of the airplane.
So we're sitting in the front of the plane right now. You can like explore while you're waiting for your food. Wow. This is cool. I've never sat in the front of a plane. We just got our food. So I got the teriyaki burger, and then Vince got the barbecue bomber. Alright, let's try it. All right, we just finished our dinner in flight on an airplane, and what a cool experience. And the food was excellent. Like, it was really, really good and such a cool experience. I highly recommend if you're looking for a unique dining experience. So that is a wrap here on our day in Colorado Springs. Started about 8 o'clock this morning, and it's 5 o'clock. So it was a full day. Everything takes time. So when you come here, I hope you find this vlog helpful. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments, and have an amazing time in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye, guys.